Oh. Are we live?
We are live.
Hi.
7 o'clock. We're just commenting on how...
Bang on the dot.
I know.
7
It's
o'clock.
me.
It's because I'm with you. We are bang on time.
Never be too early.
Yeah, we're just talking about how bright it is.
It's crazy.
Like, I was only here 2 weeks ago and we started at 8 o'clock and it was...
Now it'll probably be dark
Pitch
by
black.
8 now. It's like, it gets dark pretty quickly.
Did you say we went for the hour, didn't we?
Hey, Miss Kaylee. Cindy, are you not supposed to be in class? Hello, Miss Angela.
Stone.
Thanks, Elise. We've tried. We actually made an effort today.
For once today. Last time I was here, I literally rolled in off the street.
Maha. She did actually, that's not true. About 10 minutes here.
So
before
today
you
we
went.
actually made an effort.
Hey, girl. Hey, Carrie.
Hi everyone.
Oh my goodness, there's so many people already. Hi, Savannah. Savannah's just back from Ireland.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, she had a
How
great
was
time.
Ireland?
Yes.
How
she cool.
exciting.
Yes, she was very happy to come home
Was
to
it her
America.
first time?
Though. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, actually it'd be funny
That's
now
awesome.
to have a chat with her at some point about the differences that she sees.
That's actually very
Between
interesting.
Irish
We should
people.
ask everyone on Facebook questions.
Ooh.
Should we?
Like
Ask
a
them
lightning
questions,
fire around. The only
yes.
problem is it gets so fast.
Yeah.
We're old. I need glasses, I think.
Don't speak for yourself. I love whatever filter thing is going on your camera right now.
That's just the newer phone, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's quite
Sign
nice.
me up.
Yeah. Oh, Lando Lakes from the
lovely.
butter place.
Hi Eileen, how are you?
Oh, Roy, you got over for St. Patrick's Day. I'm glad you did. I hope you had a great time. Hey, Melissa. So we're going to do things a bit differently tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So we were trying to think of like the best way to do these, and what often happens is there's so many messages come in that we can't keep up. So when we finished the last time, there was over 500 messages. And we'd only seen.
We'd answered
seen the
about
first
100
20.
questions of them.
So either you guys think we're really stupid or really slow. So what we did today was write a few of the questions that you previously asked, and then if we see a few more, we will answer them.
And this time we asked you guys to think outside the box from the normal questions. Like, let's talk about topics and discussions of what we don't normally talk about.
Exactly.
So
Well, that's what, like, there's so many
addressed a lot of
times
your-
we've been asked questions, and obviously most people know us from Celtic Woman, and that's where your interest is and what you want to know about. But there's so many other things. Like, we have a few questions that people have asked that we haven't actually been asked before. and
That's true.
That we're happy
really
to
good
address.
questions actually came in this time.
It was amazing. It was really, really good. Wendy's going to Ireland in 2 days.
I'm so jealous.
I can't get over the
Take
amount
me
of
with
people
you.
that actually go to visit Ireland
Yeah,
all
it's
the
amazing.
time. It's
Really,
kinda
really
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
Except it's always when neither of us are there.
I know. Yes.
How's she cutting?
Oh, the Acorn Theatre,
Hilarious.
Walter Mills wants
Oh
to
my
know.
goodness. Acorn Theatre, I'd love
Notre
to
Dame.
get there. That'd be amazing. Notre Dame, I'm going to be there at the end of this month. I will be there for Notre Dame Day, April 28th and 29th. So come out and see me. I'll be at the De Bartolo Performing Arts Centre for Notre Dame Day. Okay, amazing.
Okay, well, we start with
You
the
want to kick it
question.
off with some of our questions that people asked?
Okay. All right, so the first one.
Oh,
okay.
you're so clever. You put people's names.
I did put
beside
people's
it.
names. I did.
She's showing me up right now.
That's because Chloe didn't know what time it was today.
And I'm prepared. Lisa Kelly is always on top of her stuff. I have so much to learn. Clearly.
I'm teaching
You're
you.
teaching me.
Teaching you. No. Okay, so the first thing, which I thought was Marianne asked us, how do we recharge the batteries?
Home time. I feel like
Yeah.
being at home. We're kind of constantly, our work involves us being out of the house and
Yes.
either
You
on the
travel as
road or
well.
traveling. So I kind of feel like anytime I get to be in the one place and not living out of a suitcase is recharging the
Oh my gosh,
batteries
yeah.
for me.
What's your favorite thing to do when you're recharging?
home?
Like if you're just sitting, what's the luxury of just being at home?
If I get into a really good series, like if
Oh,
I
yeah,
get
yeah,
into
yeah.
a really good series, I'm terrible. I'll just binge. I wouldn't classic like, okay, I have to watch the next episode. And if I'm sitting on the bed with my doggies and some wine, watching a good series. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, it's great. I'd be a bit like that too. My favourite thing is to have a cup of tea in bed in the morning. First thing in the morning. Scott's usually really good. He'll always make me a cup of tea in the morning. Love that.
Yeah.
But if I have nothing to do for the day, I find it really difficult to sit still. So I get that. I have kids, so it's a little bit more different. So late last year, I purchased myself a weighted blanket.
Oh God, we're not roasting hot.
It's not, no.
Oh, and I think I'd be roasting.
Backstory to this, I am always hot. Both Chloe and I are very hot, sweaty.
Hot-blooded ladies.
Hot-blooded. My house is constantly 68 degrees.
Yeah.
Even in the winter.
Yeah.
As cold as it can be.
I love that though.
I love it cool too.
Like that,
so this, what it does, it's just weight on you. I'll let you try it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's the most amazing
thing. Does it help you sleep better?
It makes me sleep better, and it also makes me sit down. So if I sit down on the sofa or on my bed, which tends to be my bed if I'm watching TV, and put it over me, I find it really difficult.
Do you not feel like, oh my God, I can't move?
Yes, great.
Really? What? Okay, this is just my ignorance. What's it weighted with?
Why did you ask hard questions? I assume some
like
sort of
extra goose down feather or something.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
I get it.
I really want to see this. This is not an ad, by the way. She is not sponsored by any mattress company or duvet cover company, but I kind of just want to see this. Does anybody know what she's talking about? Because this is blowing my mind right now. I'll take anything. I'll take a blanket. I'll take a sheet if it'll do the job, if I feel comfortable. I'm kind of more into I'm a big pillow girl. I feel like if I've got a good pillow, I can sleep anywhere. Hotel, airport floors. Oh wow, okay. Okay.
Like a workout.
Give us a look.
You have to move your computer.
Okay.
Sorry. Sponsored by DreamHook.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Like, no, okay, now do it properly. Hang on, sorry. Get ourselves.
I actually can't describe how heavy it is.
Yeah, it's 20 pounds.
It's like my handbag.
So apparently it's really good for kids who are on the autism spectrum and who all that kind of, it makes them feel secure and safe.
I
if they've any sort of
how heavy it is.
I know. You see, we'll be here online.
Somebody says this is great for anxiety.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
God.
I have to say, I have never felt more relaxed.
Wow.
Imagine if we had these.
Oh, do you know what it is? It's like little beans. They're like little beanie things.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Everybody's going to stream into our live now and we're
See?
Weighted blankets, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing revelation. DreamHook's weighted blankets.
That's very rude.
Wow. My goodness, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, they really are.
So let's keep this here. No, I'm going to spill red wine on it. Take it away. Yeah, that's not safe.
Something on it. It is, she won't steal it. It's too heavy. No. With the weight of our cases.
My cases are heavy enough. I've no room for it. It's maybe the only thing that's safe.
But yeah, that's definitely
worth an investment. That's your recharging blanket.
Helped with me just kind of sitting down.
Wow, that's really, really great.
Otherwise,
don't fall asleep on us. Hilarious.
What's your favourite scent?
That's really, really good. Wow.
Yeah, it's been great. So yes, so that's how I recharge. I also love to cook, so Sunday's my day off.
Lisa's an amazing cook as well, by the way. Really, really good cook. Oh my gosh. Like, I think as well, since you moved here to Peachtree City, because you're cooking so much more
all the
off
time.
The road.
Yeah.
Lisa also bought me my first crock pot, which has been an absolute
because Janine bought me my first crock pot.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm a crock pot queen now.
Crock pots are amazing.
I do love it. Yes. Fantastic.
Chloe, have you learned to drive yet? Now tell everybody what you did today in Peachtree City.
I was out driving a golf cart today all around Peachtree City, and you know what? I was like, I can do this. I crossed my first intersection. It was a bit scary now, but I did it.
It's a bit terrifying.
I also did it with all your children on the golf cart. So I feel like if I could do that once, I'm okay.
I've done okay. Like if she didn't kill my kids.
If I didn't kill your kids on a golf cart today, I'm okay.
Yes.
No, but I have got my permit, and that is my plan for this year. Is I'm going to be in a car. If I can do it on a golf cart in Peachtree City,
you actually can.
I can do it.
Hello,
right?
Scott Porter.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do it. You can do this. You can do this. We got this.
I do. Yeah. I can do this.
We did buy her, all of Celtic Woman did buy her driving lessons for her 17th birthday.
Yeah.
13 years
Okay.
ago. Okay. 17th birthday, we bought her driving lessons.
A lot of catching up to do, guys. A lot of catching up to do.
Yes.
And I wouldn't mind, but I really want to do it. I just have this, complex in my head about actually just doing it.
No, you'd be grand.
You know?
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay, so that's how we recharge.
Okay, that's how we recharge.
Let's go for
good question. Now, this is a very heavy one. I can't remember who asked it, but it's, what is the meaning of life according to
It
both
was
of
Christopher.
us? Christopher Neal.
Yes.
That is right. Congratulations, Lisa. Well done. The meaning of life, I don't know. I think I'm constantly searching for, what are we in this universe? Like, I'm a real
Far more deep than I
hippie,
am.
dippy star child. But I kind of think, I don't know if you feel this, as you get older, the more you appreciate health and
Absolutely.
and good people around you, you know, we kind of only, I think, I kind of believe that we hopefully come back in other forms and we have other lives on this planet, but for the one that we're in right now,
Yeah.
if you can surround yourself with some good people and appreciate small things in life, I feel like I tend to overthink a lot of things and constantly look for the bigger picture and all of that, and in doing that you miss the smaller moments in life. You miss you know, beautiful small things that I think if you can learn to appreciate those more, that's a good understanding of what your life and your purpose is for the time that we're here.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about this a bit last night when we were last night when we were chatting away. I mean, we are in a very lucky position in that we have, because I know there's lots of people have asked us about, like, what's on your bucket list, what would you still have to do, what would you, like, I can genuinely say I'm very happy with everything I have done so far in my life. There's nothing that I feel I have missed out on. There's nothing that I feel I'd really want to do. Of course, you still have to have goals, and you still have to
feel like
have
I never
things.
went to college. You never went to
I went to college.
Did you feel like that's something that you don't feel you missed out on?
No. I'm actually.
That's so interesting.
The more I talk to people now, I kind of go, I'm glad I didn't.
know so many people spend so much money and degrees and years in
which
college.
you have to do nowadays. Here, you also have to, especially in the States. It's like important. But I never feel inferior.
Yeah.
Because
Oh no, absolutely. I don't think I do. I just wonder if that's an experience that I should do at some stage in my life. But I feel like you should have a calling to do something that you really want to spend that time.
Do you think you have
doing?
it?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Now, it's funny because my mum, when she was like, I think in her late 40s, early 50s, she decided she wanted to go back and do night courses in Turkish. So she went back to college and she had just a calling to go and do something like that. So I think, maybe at some stage, if you feel like you have a vocation for something.
Yeah, I think
you can never say never, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen that Melissa McCarthy movie, Life of the Party?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, her daughter's in college basically, and she just is like,
she's living
amazing.
vicariously
I should go to college too and finish my degree. Yeah.
I know. So many people put it off as well. Own a pub.
knows?
Yeah, I'd love to own a pub.
Yeah, I would too.
I would love an Irish pub here in Peachtree City like a
Actual
pub.
proper
a pub.
shivvy
And I don't
Irish
think
pub. That'd be
Americans actually understand that concept of what it is. I mean, when I was at home in Dublin a couple of weeks ago, myself and Scott went around to Neary's, which is like a really famous pub in Dublin, and it was like 9 o'clock at night. There's no music playing. You're walking into what looks like somebody's living room.
Yeah.
People were sitting there reading the Sunday
I
newspapers.
love that. Yeah.
Couples were there chatting. There was definitely a couple on their first date, so we were like eavesdropping for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's such a lovely vibe that it's great to have music and it's great to have TVs, but in Ireland that's really not what the pub was. It was a meeting place, and since people have stopped smoking in pubs as well, there's less of people leaving pubs. Everybody stays there.
Very
and not
true.
all pubs serve food either. So
I went into a little like country pub, actually one of the oldest pubs in the world apparently. It's Sean's Bar in Athlone.
Oh wow.
And they claim it is now because they found like wattle and daub on the walls that date back like maybe 1,000 years, like 1100 AD or something. Ridiculous. It's one of the oldest bars in the world, certainly in Ireland. And what I loved about it was that there were young people from the village, there were older people, there were tourists. Not one person was on their phone. Not one person. I thought, that's amazing. Now, look, that doesn't say that I was everywhere. That was just that one experience that evening. But I thought, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. We're in the middle of the country and everyone's just talking and conversing, and the art of conversation is dying so much nowadays. That just to see that was, to me, like feeling like an Irish person abroad coming home. It was like, oh, this is
well, there
so
certainly
lovely.
is. There's so many, and we will get to it later because somebody did ask us that as well. But there are so many culture differences
Mm-hmm.
when you, and it's only
Absolutely.
like, I wouldn't have spent that much time in pubs kind of growing up.
No, yeah.
But it's only since I've moved here that I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss that feel of,
Yeah.
you know, instead of going to Starbucks at 9 o'clock at night, I'll just go to the local for
Yeah,
a quick drink.
yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be alcohol.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I mean,
exactly.
there's quite a few
Yeah.
pubs now in Dublin that aren't serving alcohol at all.
Yeah.
There's one mocktail place.
Mocktail place,
I can't remember
yeah.
the name. Look great.
Amazing.
It's great.
Agreed, Robert.
Oh, Dan
My
Berger.
communication is key.
Sorry, Dan Berger just said your cover of Vincent's Starry Night is magnificent. I have to say that's my favourite
Thank you.
song that she
I
sings.
do
One of
like
my favourites she
his
sings.
paintings. I do. I got to see some of them in the Rembrandt Museum in actually the Van Gogh Museum. What am I saying? In Amsterdam, and yeah, some of his work is truly very beautiful.
Norm Coleman, Ballykissangel was my favourite show. Well, I'll let you know a little secret, Norm Coleman. My house is right in Ballykissangel. I lived in when we lived in Ireland. I lived in Avoca Village, which is where they shot
Is that where it is? I
Ballykissangel.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You were never down in my house.
I
wasn't there long enough.
No, you weren't there
Not
long
the one
enough.
in Avoca.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
I didn't know that's where Ballykissangel was.
Yeah,
Amazing.
the village. Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay, if we were packing light to travel, actually, sorry, I should rephrase that. It's actually addressed just directly to me.
Of course,
I'm going to make it about both of us right now. Chloe, if you were packing to travel and you had to give up one luxury item due to a full case, what would you be willing to give up? Oh, that's interesting. What's considered a luxury item? Like,
Everything you carry.
you make me sound like I'm a posh botch.
Well,
I really am not. I'm a Marshall's
okay, well, you wouldn't.
Target
no,
girl
I know
for
that.
life.
But it's not saying expensive. It's
Okay,
like
a luxury.
So
okay.
something that you could live without, but you take, like your hair straightener or your.
I could definitely live without that. Yeah.
Yeah, I could live without my hair. Not if I had to do work
Deodorant?
stuff.
Is that a?
No, that's a necessity.
That's a necessity.
necessity.
Okay. Tweezers. Would that be a?
Oh yeah. No,
That's
you
a
can take
luxury
that out.
item.
Don't take that out. Keep the tweezers in.
Obviously,
Doesn't
that's
even
a necessity
weigh that
one.
much. That's a really hard
A
question.
luxury item. Slippers. Would they be a luxury?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well then I couldn't live without my slippers. I'm such a slipper girl.
No, this is one thing you have to take out. What
Yes.
would you take out? You take out your slippers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm having a serious blonde moment. If you were packing to travel and you had to give up one luxury item due to a full case, what would you be willing to give up? My slippers then. Fine. Fine, you can take them. If that's what you want from me.
Yeah, I pack very lightly.
She does.
So.
Oh my God, she just showed me today a
I'm
case
never-
like this size that she just travelled to Ireland for 2 weeks with.
I did. And
like-
all my children did too.
That's my carry-on bag.
My husband, however, had a case like yours. The rest of the
What
kids
is that?
didn't. Okay. Oh, this is a really cool one. I wonder if we'll have the same answer for this one. From Gary. What's the craziest thing a fan has ever done?
Oh. Are you going to say what I'm going to say?
I don't know. Is this early days Celtic Woman?
Yeah.
The tattoo?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. That
What was
one.
your one?
Well, a woman once asked us to sign her baby, a newborn
Oh, yeah.
baby's head with a
That's
Sharpie.
right.
And
Could have been the same place.
I was we all were.
Yeah.
We're like, no, that's crazy. We're not going to do that. But I know now what you're saying was a girl who asked me to sign her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she could get your name.
No, well, she told me afterwards. So she said, do you mind signing my back? And of course, I was like, yeah, sure. I love always Chloe. Like, big, fantastic thing on her back. And as I was signing it, she said, tonight is our first date. And I was like, oh, congratulations to you guys. I'm so honored you spent it with us here. And she went, yeah, our second one is I'm getting that tattooed. I was like, oh no, what have I done?
I didn't spell my name right. I forgot the dot.
I just was like, oh God, if you'd told me that beforehand, I would have done like a small, elegant, neat tattoo.
I think to be fair,
signature.
there wasn't there was a few funny
Right,
stories
that's
that
funny.
people kind of go and you kind of go, oh, okay. But there was always such a scream between us.
Yeah.
There was a man that used to send me stuff in the mail that were all quite bizarre.
What
But
kind
it
of
was stuff. It was weird stuff. Powders and stuff. It was kind of weird. Yeah, it was kind of strange.
Okay.
Kind of strange, yeah. Would we be able to give up a glass of wine? Oh yeah. If it was for health, yes.
Yes.
Yes. But would we want to? No.
No.
Should we? No.
Do as the Italians do. Do you have a bucket list, Lisa? What things are on it?
Well, now, funny, because again, we had this conversation. There's a few things I'd love to do.
Like, is there anywhere, there's actually, because another question here is, what country, city have you never been to that you'd like to?
I really want to go to Alaska.
Yes.
And as it turns out, we will be going to Alaska. But that's, can't talk about that right now.
No, we can't talk about that. Sorry, we shouldn't have even said that.
Well, yeah, but nobody knows.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Now we put it out there into the universe. We have to go now.
Yeah, that's always somewhere, and not only recently that I've wanted to go. So I'd be excited to do that. I'd love to go to Hawaii.
I've been to, you're probably the same, been to every state in America bar Alaska and Hawaii. They're the last two on my list.
I haven't been to Vermont.
Have you not been to Vermont?
No. They're the only 3 I haven't been to.
Yeah, so they're definitely on my list. I want to go to Mexico. I've never been to Mexico.
Oh, no.
Love to go to South America. I'd love to go to South America.
Yes, I would love to. I'd love to go to Argentina.
Argentina, Brazil, Chile.
Yeah.
Okay, my sister is ringing me. Not right now.
She's obviously not paying attention.
Oh, how do I get back to it?
Oh, did you lose it?
Oh no.
No, it's there.
Oh, there we go. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Naomi, if you're watching, I'm on Facebook Live right now. Somebody tell my sister I'm on Facebook Live.
Hello from Limerick, Ireland.
Oh, hello, Stephanie. I know her. She's gorgeous.
Why did we leave? Well, that's not a loaded question, but our work was here. So, as much as you would love to stay at home, and there's work at home too, but I think Celtic Woman was so successful here, it was just a little easier certainly for me with the kids as well. It was just a little easier to set up life here and to continue to work in America. I've been here a really long time as well. I've been here since 2000, on and off. So it was very much part of my life and second home. So that's why. I miss Ireland terribly though.
All the time.
All the time. Your home is your home, and my family are there, and that's really hard. Watching my nieces and nephews grow up without me is kind of a little hard. But FaceTime and stuff has made things very easy.
I know, we're very lucky.
When we started in Riverdance first.
Yeah.
What shows do you wish you could do in the future? I think we need our own TV show.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love that.
Great.
Yeah, like the chats, Colleeny chats.
Yeah.
And wine.
Yes.
And we could interview people. I would love that.
I think we should do that next time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I was going to bed last night and I went, I know, next time we do this, we should try and have a guest.
Oh, that's
and the last time I mentioned Zach Brown in this, that came true. So I think we could get Zach on the couch.
That'd be great.
Right here.
And that weighted blanket.
Except he doesn't understand a word I say.
Subtitles for Lisa
Subtitles for Zach Brown. Yes.
Thank you, Dad. My dad. My dad messages. I've just told Naomi. Thanks, Dad. I love you so much. Oh, that's amazing.
Does faith have a part in our lives?
So this is a very interesting question, because I know this is obviously will divide many people, but I think I wasn't raised in a devoutly religious home. I was raised in a very spiritual home, in that we certainly talked to I talked to my grandmother up there. I talked to my granddad. I know my dad, my mother raised me that way. Yeah. So I'm absolutely a huge believer in that there's something out there, and there's some reason. We all need something, and I think that's what it boils down to. I think whatever that is, whatever your choice of faith is, should be okay for you. You know, it shouldn't be one rule for all. And I think that's the one thing that divides people so much, is the thinking that we all need to be on the same page. When in actual fact in life, people find spirituality and belief in many different things.
Absolutely.
And whatever brings you peace and you solace should be how you live your life. So everyone's is different. And you know, I certainly, every night before I go out on stage, I say a little prayer. You know,
of course.
I always do. Every time I fly, every time I leave my family at home in Ireland, I always say a little prayer that somebody takes care of them, somebody takes care of me. And whatever that something is my faith.
Yeah, and I think, well, since I've moved here, especially down south to the Bible Belt, I've become more aware of so many other religions and
Absolutely.
how important religion is
To them.
to people
Yeah.
here. Like it really is the main thing. And
I think sometimes because of how you were raised.
of course,
right?
and we're raised in a predominantly Catholic country as well, which I know my family certainly wasn't. It wasn't a strict Catholic household at all. My parents might have been growing up, but we weren't as kids. Like we sang at mass, but that's because that's what you did. Whereas here, it has a much deeper meaning, and it really I find it incredibly humbling to see how people behave. But we were going to say this earlier, later on. Irish people don't talk about religion and politics, so we're very non-confrontational people. So anything that's going to cause an argument, we tend to shy away from. So that was a big thing for me when I moved here first, and people would ask me what church I went to, and I was like, yeah, we would have been taught that was like really rude in our culture. You just don't do it, you know. So it's amazing to me watching how important.
But I'm always so moved and thankful when people tell me that they keep me in their prayers, or they say a prayer for me, or they you know, say God bless you, or they wish the best for you. I think whatever is coming from your heart and your belief is special. If that means something to you and you're willing to share that and pray for somebody else, that's wonderful. You know, so whatever keeps you happy, whatever makes you happy, I agree with that. If you had to choose another job, what would you do?
Oh, there's so many things I think I'd like to do. I think I would have loved to have done makeup artistry in some way. I would have loved that, even though I'm really bad at it. But I love that whole side of things.
Create a look.
I love houses. I love real estate. I live on realtor.com. I know every house for sale in Peachtree City. Michelle Humes is going to. Oh, there's Maria Hickman as well. She's going to take me on too. I love that kind of thing. I always wanted to be a teacher. But then this is what I spend my time reading, because lovely Kim Butt sends it to me. Oh, serial killers.
What is it?
So my knowledge of serial killers, like you don't want to cross
my knowledge
me.
of math, this. Lisa sent me that because we're so on the same page.
So there's lots of things that I'd be interested in. Kind of like law too, but I know that I wouldn't ever be able to dedicate myself to doing that. Would have been nice.
I love interior design. Like I love picking out pieces that suit somebody's character, suits your personality, and is what makes something feel like a home. So I'd love that. And back to the interviewing thing, I genuinely find people fascinating. I love talking to different people. I love learning all the time about different cultures, different ways of life, different outlooks on things, different professions. So I definitely think I'd love something like that to have, again, our own talk show.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, we love talking.
We love talking.
More than singing.
Did you read Devil in the White City?
No. I
Is it a serial killer book? Oh. Well, either of you ever write a book? That's what I do for a living. Oh, good for you.
When I left Celtic Woman first, I was approached to write a book.
Were you?
Yeah. I was far too raw to say yes.
Yeah.
I was like, No.
Not.
And that's a really interesting question, Jason Rossi. I'm not really sure where you're going with that, but because I love recording so much, I think I'd probably go for recording albums. I really love my time in studio, and I haven't got to do that very much, except for all the Celtic Woman albums that we've done. I haven't really spent much time in studio, and that is something that I would love to do. I really, really enjoy the whole process of recording. But you know, if you want to pay for all my gigs too, I can do that there. That's fine.
Okay, here's another one. You're stranded on a desert island and you can only have 3 things with you. What would you choose and why?
Tweezers, razor. Trust me, you're all going to want me to have a tweezers, a razor, and
honesty at its finest.
Probably my phone.
Really? That's hilarious.
Because I wouldn't have a charger. Because I would give it all up for my tweezer.
Mine would definitely have to be my dog's. Sparkling water. I probably couldn't live without sparkling water. And a decent pillow. I love a good pillow to be able to lie on. I'd be able to
Sand.
fall asleep
In
on
the sand.
I think it's sand in your ears and your eyes and your hair. I'm not a big sand fan.
Oh,
Like, I don't mind
coconut
walking in
oil.
it, but as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely going for the razor. There's, trust me, I would be like Tom Hanks by the end. You know that movie where he's with Wilson?
Yeah,
Castaway. That would be me. Beard at all.
Oh, how funny. Oh no, Lisa,
Yes,
we're back
we're
on
back
the
on
bloody
doing our
couch thing.
thing,
Somebody's
yes.
on the way couch.
Duet albums. I
Guys,
love
it's not
duet
going to happen.
album.
Whatever this.
What's that?
Remember the couch thing again?
Oh, how much for the blue couch?
I
I think he's
swear
doing,
to
this
God.
is the blue
Is this a
couch though,
joke?
this time.
I hope so.
You're not getting my blue couch. I love this. This is all thanks to Rob Thomas putting this into my house for me. I love this couch. Love this
okay,
couch.
go on. Do you have another question
Okay,
on,
yes,
your,
I
on
do.
your pre-ordered questions?
One of my 3 things should be my weighted blanket. Yeah, but it'd be very hot on the beach.
yeah.
Now, to be fair.
Now you could lie on it.
What, we did that one? Okay, so this is one that we're asked all the time. And I feel we need to address this. Okay, so one of the questions was, are we friendly with the other Celtic women? This is from J.H. Peters. Would we consider doing live chats or shows with them? And that leads on to another question saying, is there any chance of a reunion? We are we have no beef with anybody from Celtic Woman. Celtic Woman was a wonderful experience. I do think you need to understand it was a job. And just like with all jobs, you have colleagues, and some colleagues you're closer to, and you have more in common with than other colleagues. So with Celtic Woman, we didn't know each other when we came into the very first one. Orla, Maeve, Chloe, myself, right, did not know each other. Hadn't, like, never met each other. Chloe and I would have been the closest to knowing each other. Nobody knew anybody, and we were thrown on the stage that night. So we didn't see each other again until one rehearsal before we went to New York. So we were very much colleagues. Maeve left pretty quickly after that. I mean, she was only not even a year, I don't think.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
that's true.
So Maeve wasn't actually on the road a very long time. Deirdre was with us for like the first kind of part of it. Maeve came back, Orla went, and then Alex and Lynn came in. So while you're with each other every day, you're not really with each other every day. You do a show together, just like you would going into work, except you're less hours than you would be going to work. So it's not that you're not friendly, and I know people are always kind of looking for a little bit of scandal. There was never fallings out and scandal. It's just you build different relationships with different people. And again, we talked about this last night. Like, I don't know if a reunion would work now.
Also, everybody, like, you move, and you guys have heard me say this before, that I look at life as chapters, you know, and when you close one chapter and you start a new one, you don't really go back and revisit that, you know. Everybody moves on with their life and goes on to do other things. And, yeah, kind of.
Kind of like an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, you kind of don't go back there.
You learn something from it. You learn something, like we learned so much. I don't regret a day of it. It was really the greatest time of both our lives, but it was very physically demanding, especially for both of us. Chloe was doing school.
You were
like
raising
high school.
kids.
I was trying to raise kids on my own. Scott wasn't there, so it wasn't easy. So it was worth it, and we had a great time, and I'm very, very grateful for it. But certainly for me, it's a door closed. It's not something I'd want to do again. It's been done. Kind of hard to go back.
Go on. Do you have another one on your list?
I've asked the question. Sorry, someone just responded to that. If it's a taboo subject. Oh, anyway, I'll try one more time. Why do we never come to Poland as Celtic Woman? That wouldn't have been up to us.
Yeah, it wasn't our decision. And you know what? I was only talking about this the other day. I was like, Poland is on my list of places that I would love to go and perform. I know my darling Jagoda is there, and I keep saying that I'm gonna get there someday. We'd love to. I'd love to go to Poland. Come and tell us where we'd have to go and perform.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'd love that.
Hi, Michelle. Of course, we remember you. We remember you so well. Oh, sugar. Sorry. My phone is going. Okay.
Mark Tennyson, if you're still watching, I'm going to be there in November of this year at the Mickey Gilley Theatre for 2 weeks in Missouri, in Branson.
Missouri.
So for sure, come and check me out. Okay, anything else on your list there? Because I have one or two others on one.
Okay, yeah, go on.
What network would our TV show be on? Ooh. Any network that'll have us.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, TV would be great. I'd love that.
TV
Okay, I'm going to go down to these ones at the end.
Lisa, how young do you recommend children?
Through Academy.
I take them after the age of 6. Purely from an attention span point of view. Having said that, like I currently have a little 5-year-old who's amazing. And she knows all the words to her songs. She can't read, but she knows all the words to all her songs. So it's really dependent on the child, but like 5, 6 usually.
If you could meet any celebrity, who would it be?
Ooh. I don't know. That would take a lot of thinking.
Really?
Part. Who would you want to meet?
Oh my goodness, so many. Celine Dion, Josh Groban, Ed Sheeran, Adele.
Ed Sheeran, yes.
Sarah Bareilles, Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my questions here because people on this bloody couch, I swear to God.
No, it's not someone bidding on the couch. I think they actually do like the blue couch in the background.
No, Lisa,
have you been
not
hacked
keeping
again?
up? Yeah.
Oh no. Have you ever reached out to Josh Groban? I've tweeted him a few times. He didn't respond.
No, he liked a video I
did?
put up of me singing Thankful. That made my entire Christmas.
Yes, it did. Who found that tweet?
You did. Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. What inspired me to start my voice academy? Well, when I moved here to fabulous Peachtree City, Scott was still at Celtic Woman, or he left Celtic Woman, so we were ready for a new chapter. And I taught before I did Celtic Woman, so I always wanted to teach, and I think I started it believing I was going to get all these like American Idols, because obviously American, you think everybody's American Idol, and then I didn't, and I got a lot of diamonds in the rough, an awful lot of diamonds in the rough, but I mainly got kids who were just so down on themselves, lacking confidence, not being allowed to sing in their local church choirs, which I found very unusual. Just a lot of kids with a lot of issues. So it became something totally different to really what it is. As much as it's all about singing, it's become more about confidence and character building, and just, I have nearly 20 kids that I've had for 6 years. They're leaving now, they're going to be seniors.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I've about 5 of them leaving me this year, and I'll be devastated because I've known these kids. I've gone through middle school and high school with them. So it's the greatest thing I've ever done. I've loved every minute of it. I really do. I really enjoy it. If you had a chance to be a part of another singing woman's group, what would it be? Spice Girls?
Yeah?
Yes.
Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to be a Spice Girl when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We're too old for Little Mix.
That's actually true.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing when you do this. Like when people say, "What part do you want to play in a show?" You're like, "Oh my god, I'd be cast as Yente and Fiddler on the Roof." I'm even too old to be Golda.
Okay. Here are some thought-provoking questions. What makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it?
Are you going back to Celtic Woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, agreed. What's something you really resent paying for? Oh, that's interesting.
Do you know what I tell you I resent? Sorry.
Suitcases on planes.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that. I think you pay, because the majority of the time I spend so much bloody money on paying for the ticket that I have to pay an extra $50 sometimes for my suitcase. And if you're like me, you've got more than one.
I roll.
Overweight.
Pack one that you can put on the plane.
Oh.
Now, to be fair,
I hate paying for suitcases on planes.
To be fair, she brings about 20 suitcases with her. Always did.
I don't abuse the system. Like tops 3 suitcases. Fine, I don't mind paying for a third. But you should be at least, well, when we started flying, in my day, you used to be allowed to bring a suitcase.
You still are.
No. Southwest is the only airlines, which is why I love flying Southwest, because they allow you 2 free bags.
So do Delta.
No, they don't. Maybe you have loads of bloody points and they allow you fly.
With 2 cases.
No! Delta's first bag is, I want to say, $25 and the second one is like $35.
We're in Delta Town here. So maybe Delta pilots here way in.
I do, that's a pet peeve.
Do you know what I really resent? And I know, sorry, this will be my little feminism, I really resent, and I don't know whether Georgia have it, but a pink tax on sanitary stuff in America. So when I was in Vegas this year, Vegas have, and the state of Nevada had gotten rid of what's called a pink tax. So it's these tax on like sanitary
ladies'
stuff.
items?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So ever
That's
since
not
that, I
okay.
need to find that out. I need to find out if there's a pink tax in Georgia. So it has to be because it's so expensive. It's so expensive compared to Ireland.
Yeah, I
So
agree with
expensive.
that. If someone narrated your life, who would you want to be the narrator?
Narrated my life.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman. Because he's the classic voiceover guy.
Colin Farrell.
We could make that happen. We could
I
definitely
know.
make that happen. Get Colin Farrell
But
to
you know, I think
narrate
it should
your
be
life.
women who narrate our lives.
Oh, okay, I agree with that. Julia Roberts, hands down. Love her
Oh, I love
so
Julia
much.
Roberts too.
I love
And
her
then
so
she's
much.
interviewed. I love her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answered.
Okay.
What do you do to get rid of stress? Oh, I suppose we kind of answered this with our recharge batteries.
We did. I saw Anthony
Deep
Rummel
breathing.
asked a question there. How difficult was it for us to actually, like, I assume from a legal point of view, to move to the States? It's a nightmare.
We did our work. We really did.
Yeah.
A lot of paperwork. Paid our fees.
Lots of money.
Lots of money.
Lots of money, lots of paperwork.
Great lawyers.
Yeah,
Who-
lots of very nice people wrote very nice letters for us too.
Yes, indebted to people. We both applied for our green card. Lisa a little longer than me.
Yeah, I have mine 8 years
She's
now.
her 8, I have mine 5. And yeah, we it was a lot of work, and a lot of time spent putting our heart and soul and effort into making it happen.
Yeah. And it's not an easy process, and it's a very nerve-wracking process. So, yeah, yes, but great at the same time. It was
Yes.
an amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing for us.
a good investment because it gave us another life here, which is amazing. We're very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Harry wants to know what he should dress up for as Halloween.
Harry's already thinking of Halloween. Another question from Mike: what cultural differences are there between Ireland and the USA?
Humor, I want to say, is one of them.
Yes.
Sarcasm,
Yes.
because that's related to humor, because Irish use dry wit, droll, sarcasm as a huge part of our humor. And I find in the States here, because we slag each other in Ireland now, sometimes to a fault.
Yes.
Like, but
I'll come back to that.
but I do think I find a lot of the time I will say some things here and I'll have to explain them. And people are like,
I know, it's
don't
so
understand what you mean.
embarrassing.
And I have to then go, I've lost the joke now because I have to explain myself and my humour.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I do think, though, there is a big difference between Irish slagging
Uh-huh.
and American roasting.
Oh,
I
huge
find
difference. Huge
the
difference.
roasting, I
agree with
find
that.
it very difficult to take.
I completely
on
agree
all
with that.
levels. And I got into trouble on Facebook there a while ago because I also, at like one of the State of the Union addresses, when people are, it wasn't the State of the Union, I don't know what it was, something, but they're chanting USA. Like, I find that really unusual in a formal, like, political setting, because we wouldn't do that in our government settings. So
Yeah, very true.
there's huge, and the patriotism
true.
here is like
Yes.
so different
Yes,
to our
that's very,
patriotism.
very true.
There's so many cultural differences that I didn't realize, but they always say that. They always say the biggest culture difference for Americans is when they go to London. Like, it's just such a divide. Our personalities are so different.
Very,
and,
very true.
and as you said earlier, I mean, we would never talk about religion. We'd never talk about politics. And you wouldn't ask anyone what they do for a living either. Maybe because you'd be afraid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But like, it's just really, really different. Americans go to bed very early too. I like that.
Yeah. The Irish live different hours of the night and day, don't they?
Yeah.
Guys, for anybody who is on my Facebook stream right now, head over to Lisa Kelly Singer's page, because I'm going to shut this down, because this couch thing has just got out of control. Whatever horrendous person does this every time, you take the good out of it for everybody else. And that's not fair. So I'm going to shut it down on my page.
Sorry, I just want to check this though. But it's difficult. It's nothing compared to what we Americans have to go through if we want to move to your country. That's not true. That's not. I know that for a fact because my husband had to. Isn't an Irish citizen. He's an Australian citizen. So he had to move to Ireland. It's so much easier. Yeah. So much easier, and it doesn't cost you any money. It's so much easier.
Yep. So I'm shutting it down. If you are watching our live stream, head over to Lisa Kelly Singer on Facebook and we will answer the rest of your questions there. Thank you so much.
How often do we get back to Ireland? I mean, Chloe gets back way more than I do, but I try to get back at least once a year. At least once a year. Moved over. Thanks. I'm going to get all these new followers.
Yay!
And if Matt Price comes up again asking about is our couch a bed?
Yeah. Seriously.
No. Although we do have our dream weighted blanket.
Robin, you just asked a question there, a good question a few minutes ago, and I lost it. I was going to come back to it and I got distracted.
Nick Loud wants to know if we'd ever could Chloe talk me into doing a cruise?
Maybe.
I'm not going to say a word.
How often do you have to deal with negative comments on our feeds?
Oh my goodness, that was the question that I just had here. Maybe it was the same
Chelsea
person.
Connor?
No,
good
mine
question.
was Joanne.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, good question, guys.
It's such a great question because we can pretend as much as we want that we don't get upset by things, but you're human, so you do.
Yeah.
And God, there are so many awful things written about you online, and I often think, you know, we're both pretty secure people. We're not like...
Well, we're human.
Human.
Too.
But like, I don't know how kids... I see some of the things my sons
deal with online. That was one of the questions in this with Lisa. How do you avoid the social media craziness with your kids?
I don't. I'd love to say that I'm a great mom and that I'm able to do that, but I'm not, because you can't be around them. And I also have a son that's nearly 17 and one that's 15. So you can't guard them from it. And in some ways, I know it's worse because it's online, but we all dealt with this. It was done to your face, and you could come home from it and you could get away from it. Whereas I find they can't.
But do you think that? Because I find it's so interesting to me, because the wonderful Sheila Shoga, for any of the Irish people on here who will know Sheila Shoga, beautiful person, only posted about this the other evening, that there's a couple of things that I think play a big part in this. That people, I think, a lot of the time don't think that you'll see it. They don't think that you're potentially going to read it.
Yeah.
You know, they write it and put it out there and think that's it, you'll never see it. But sometimes you do. Yeah. And then the other thing is, a lot of the people, which I find so hard to get my head around, is that they profess to be a good person, and you know, they are somebody's brother or sister. They are someone's mom. They are somebody's child. And I don't think they would ever say that to your face. I think as keyboard warriors, it's so much easier, and because we're desensitized, we, you know, can be easily just put a lot of hate in text. But I don't think to actually vocalize it, I don't think you ever would say half of the things that
I
can
agree.
Easily just type out.
But I think it takes a certain type of person to do that. I mean, there is no way you would comment online about somebody's appearance or the way they sing. So I mean, we've watched, you and I have watched a million things that go, oh God, that doesn't sound good. I'm not going to post that online because firstly, it's my opinion. Yeah. I also wouldn't want to think that I would hurt somebody in that way. Yeah. But I think the whole image thing I found really hard to deal with. Yeah. And you know, it's so funny because it's when you go into these people's profiles and you look at them, you're like, seriously? What?
Commenting on me.
Yeah, you know, I do. And some days you have to remember as well, you know, some days you get people on the wrong day. So, you know, I know somebody said something years ago and I just had Harry and I was a comment about my weight and I was already feeling crap about myself. I was like, Why do you feel the need to point that out? And then I was more mad at myself for even bothering.
Yeah.
Because he told me that he had said the same thing to Michelle Obama and she didn't respond.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh
so he's like, why are you responding to me? I said the same thing to Michelle Obama. She didn't care.
Because he didn't think that you would reply.
Yeah.
So, so you don't, that's desensitization. You don't think that you're actually potentially going to read it, and you are a new mom and you're going to be hurt by that. And I think we live in a time now where people are forgetting kindness. People are forgetting to be just a little easier on each other. I wrote this song recently with a friend of mine, and I performed it the other night for so many people in Charlotte, and I was so thrilled that they responded well to it. And we called it, the whole idea of the song is that everybody's got something going on.
Absolutely.
That we live in a time now with social media where people may post a photo or something fantastic that they're doing in their life, and you post all the good stuff, you never post the negative stuff. And then if you post the negative stuff, people unfollow you. I don't want to see that. I hide her. Yeah. So you're constantly living in a time where we're looking at other people going, oh, they have this, they have that, and what am I doing? What am I not doing right? What am I doing wrong? And in actual fact, all of us have our own shit. All of us have our own stuff going on that people find it easier to be hard on each other and bite at each other, as opposed to realizing that actually that person might have something a lot deeper going on underneath that they're just not showing, and something as tiny as a little hurtful comment could be the straw that breaks the camel's back and sends that person over the edge. So we just, I think, especially raising kids and the next generation of people, we have to turn some ship around here and be the ones who it's that classic line my mum used as a kid, is if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything good at all.
Absolutely. Yeah. I just think as well, especially because we came from working with women all the time. Yeah, true. As I said earlier, there was never a cross word. Yes, we'd have disagreements, but there was never a cross word or a derogatory word between us. Certainly not to our faces anyway. Not to our faces. But then everybody has a bad day. So the way I feel one day, I may not feel the next day. Exactly what you were saying. If you have something else going on, you react differently on any given day. Some days it wouldn't bother you. Some days you could call me anything and I wouldn't care. But I especially feel with women, it's so hard out there in the world as a woman. And that's not to say it's not hard for men. I know it's hard. I do. I know. Again, I'm raising 3 sons and a daughter. I know I'm not on the, my female agenda. It's not that. It's just, everything is just a little bit harder. It's just a little bit harder. And when you aren't around women who kind of support you,
lift each other
and
up,
raise you up, that can be difficult. You shouldn't have to worry about your own people.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So I think,
and a scary thing is that a lot of the time, the women can be hardest on the women. Men can be hardest on men. It's
actually, we've had some meet and greets where people women would comment on stuff, and you're kind of like, no. That's fine. Not okay.
Girl, you should have that back.
What do you mean? No, I'm not pregnant. No, I'm not. I'm sure. What vehicles do you drive? Shane Cotter, we are a mini family. We drive minis.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Wine. Wine's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It really is.
That and any good discount store. I love a Ross. Love a Marshalls, TJ Maxx. If I can go in there, I'll be a happy lady, because you can leave me in there for hours and I'll wander around.
We're super.
Oh, I love
thrift.
That. I love it. Pennies.
Shoppers. Pennies is great.
Pennies at home in Ireland.
I cannot think of any reason why anyone would leave any sort of negative comment. Well, thank you, Grady. That's really nice. Unfortunately, everyone's not like you, but thank you. I wish they were.
And love to
I wish they were.
Thank you.
You made it, Larry Carson. You made it. Can you block the rude comments? Of course you can. I always do that. I respond and then block. Yeah.
What do you bring with you everywhere you go?
Hi, Brian Dunphy. My phone. Everywhere I go.
Do you?
Yeah, my phone goes absolutely everywhere. I also have this Life 360 on my phone, which Melissa Valentino introduced me to
That's
much to
amazing,
my
and
children,
also
so I know
quite
where they
scary.
are.
That's
it's
amazing.
It's amazing. I just got a notification that Jack has left the academy. It's like amazing. So I have my phone everywhere. Is The Blessing a song that can be sung by a man? Absolutely, Drake. Go do it and send me your version.
Somebody asked me the other day, is there somewhere that they can find that song online? Is there somewhere that they can find the music for it? Do you know?
Yeah, the music is in the Celtic Woman songbook.
Okay, there you go. It's in the Celtic Woman songbook.
Yes.
If you asked me that question in Charlotte the other day,
yes.
there's your answer, straight from the source.
Yes. I'm Irish American, but looking for a couch for sale. So we'll marry you both for a free couch. No, the couch does not come with us. No. Do you ever watch the new Celtic Woman DVDs now that you've gone? No, I haven't watched any Celtic Woman DVD since I left. I haven't been to any shows, not for any particular reason, just...
I actually had this conversation with David Downs as well the other day, and we just talked about how it's
a chapter of your life. I mean,
that you...
If you've left your job, do you still read the newsletter of your job? I mean, it's weird. It's weird. I wouldn't go see it. That would be really weird. I'd find out, because I know Anto's a million times said to me, come see us, we're in Atlanta. But it would just be difficult. It'd be hard.
And there's emotion loaded with it.
Load of emotion. Yes, we feel the love, Norm. Thank you so much. That's really not nice, Weston. Really not nice. Okay. Let me see if we have any more questions here. I don't know whether... I think I've answered all the questions that I have now. Have you any more there?
What is something you're obsessed with? My family. I love my family. I really am. Does that count? I'm obsessed with my family.
Yeah.
Friends.
That's
and sparkling water.
And sparkling water, apparently. Pellegrino.
Pellegrino.
I'm not too obsessed. I'm not too obsessed with anything. Not that kind of... I go through phases. Of being obsessed with things and then give up. Lift each other up. Yes, Diana. Have you anything there, Scott? Or Chloe? Oh my God, just go to Scott. Very true, Chloe Agnew.
In the past, people were buried with items that they'd need in the afterlife. What would you be buried with so she could use it in the afterlife?
Phone. And then I would call you all.
And guess where I am? You thought you were getting really...
Just to freak you out. I don't know what I'd be buried with. Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious.
Hi, Christopher Baker. I hope you're doing well. It's good and bad. I just try to be positive with the bad. I like to follow real pages.
Yes, positive thinking is always good, Sarah. Power to you.
Yeah, I just don't know if this good or bad. I don't know. Love the depth of the show today. Thank you, Miss Beth.
Thank you, Beth. We were asked a lot of good topical,
questions,
deep questions today, and we're delving into that, which I'm
You better
enjoying.
Be ready for your class tomorrow, Miss Beth.
The light is falling. You were right.
Hi, Cole's family.
Aww.
Brandon Slater. Okay, let me go. Music. Okay, a sec. Hi, Emily Smith. You're home. Okay.
Any questions?
Okay.
No more questions?
I'm gonna slide. I gotta just scoot down a little bit. Oh, Trevor, that's lovely. Do you see? Now you should go through some of these comments.
Yeah.
And you'll see. Oh dear. Okay. Loved the Irish dancing when they performed with Chloe.
Yeah. The best in the world.
Kian and Saoirse did a great job. Hey, Tracy.
So proud of them.
They did an absolutely great job. Going to the bathroom without your phone is like going to a football game without a football. Isn't that the truth? Sometimes the only peace and quiet you can get is in the loo. Yeah. Yes. We will go away if we get the couch. Yes. Okay, well, the couch is worth more to me than you're bidding right now. You'd want to up that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we're probably missing loads there, but...
Yes, we've missed loads,
just
I'm
regular
sure.
sparkling water. Good old straight.
Chloe, have you ever had voice lessons? Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. All throughout my youth growing up was a big part, and in recent years too. Good to stay on top of your trade.
Hang on. Oh, hello to Heather Robinson's little girls. Her 2-year-old and 5-year-old are watching.
Oh, hello, girls.
Sweet girls. One for Lisa. Did you like singing The Devil Goes Down to Georgia? I loved it. Yeah, it was so much harder than I thought it was going to be, but yes, I loved it. What's your favourite Celtic Woman tattoo that you've seen? Annie Hutchinson's pretty epic. Do you remember Annie's?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is awesome.
Pretty epic.
That's awesome. We've got some good pics of ones over the years. I do love it.
Yeah. There's a guy in Mexico that has a lovely one of me on his chest.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fabulous. Wow.
Yes.
Have you ever met someone you admire so much that you're nervous to be around them? I did say Ellie Porter. I met Glenn Hansard there. Like,
did you?
Yeah, like not last year, the year before last, and I was totally fangirling around him. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. And Chris O'Dowd. Although Chris O'Dowd and I actually had a bit of good crack. He was great fun. He was so cool. He made me calm down. You know, he made me chill out. Yeah.
I totally flipped out when I met Michael Bublé.
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
I wasn't with you that day. I saw him at the London Hotel in New York and he held the door open for me and I literally went, like literally, that's what I did. Because I was so surprised he was so short.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's very tiny.
I don't remember that. Although I'm short legs.
We did have a very funny night one time. Maybe it'll be for the next
live.
The next live. We'll tell you about a night that we had one time in New York.
Oh, that night. Yeah.
Oh, that night. We met a lot of famous people.
Yes. That's
which we did not know was going to happen and we were very underprepared. But that can be for somebody else. Yeah, I don't think there's that many. We're very sweatery. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to see if there's any more questions in here. I think we are about done. Yes, we both speak Gaelic. Chloe speaks it better than I do, but you have to learn Gaelic.
In school.
Favourite vacation spot in Europe? Ireland doesn't count.
Oh, I love the Netherlands so much.
I love Amsterdam.
I love the Netherlands.
I haven't been to Italy or Spain. So, and I really want to go to Capri.
Italy is one of my favourites.
Okay, I've never been, so I have to do that. And I want to go to Bruges.
I haven't been to Greece. Oh, Bruges is fabulous.
In Bruges. And I want to go to Greece as well.
I haven't been to Greece, and Greece is on my list. I want to do that. Santorini is on my list. I want to go there. Yeah. Let's go there.
Ibiza, the nice part.
I've never been to Ibiza.
No, I haven't either. Okay. But I want to go to the nice part. I don't want to go to the clubbing
favourite vacation spot? I would say Rome is amazing. It's not for everyone, but I loved it. Fabulous.
Haven't been.
Almost cried leaving. It was so
Did
amazing.
you?
Oh, it was so fabulous.
Did you ever get a student that just couldn't cut it as a singer? Yes. Many times. And the way I handle things like that with people is it's good for you today, and we can try build on that. But you know, it's a lot of people, and you know what, I'm really wary of saying to people you can't be a singer, because I was told that so many times when I was a kid. And then there are people that just surprise you all the time. I've had people that started off with me like tone deaf. Yeah. Just that they don't know how to sing, they don't know how to get the notes out, and now they're good singers. They're good singers. Some of them could be singers, but it's on a case by case basis, Robert. Your sparkling water is called Corbell.
What's Corbell?
Nice. Hi, Lisa's birth name is actually Leisha Ní Kelly. No, it's not. My name is Lisa Kelly. It wasn't translated into Irish. And when I was a kid, the Irish for Lisa was not Leisha, it was Eilish. So
really?
Yeah, it was Elizabeth.
Good to know.
So Leisha's only a new name. It's only new. Do you like muddy things? No, I hate muddy. I hate mud.
Yeah,
I hate being dirty.
Kind of would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm too. No. Sorry though.
Not prissy, but
sorry,
just like no, not for me.
Hi, Lauren Wise. Okay, so we're still getting questions about the cash. Ever meet Elton John? No,
I'd love to though. I'd love to see him.
Yeah,
I went to see him live once in Abu Dhabi.
Was he amazing?
Oh, it was amazing.
I'd say so.
Love to see him again.
Would I ever take my family on the road as a show? Absolutely not. I've done that once. I will never do it again. It wasn't
as
part of the show. Yeah. No. I mean, I've had my family on the road once.
While you were in the show, yeah.
No.
You're not the Von Trapps.
No. What's the best thing you love about each other? I actually had another question, which we'll end on.
About each other?
Yeah.
Oh, just...
I feel like we're on Temptation Island now. This was the end of Temptation Island last night.
Just the realness. Is that a thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can just be both so real. Like, okay, here's an example for today. I did a photo shoot recently, and I have to pick the 10 best photos that she can go back and edit and tweak. And they've been with me for ages, and I just haven't done it because I'm indecisive and I can't decide on things. And I asked a friend of mine, I asked a dermatologist, and like people were like, oh yeah, I like this, I was, still not helping. And I said today, I was like, I need to just show Lisa. And I said, because she'll be the one who'll go, yeah, I like that one. No, I don't like that. Oh, I hate that one. It's a terrible photo. And the first thing I did when I opened my laptop and showed her, she was like, oh, love that one. Oh no, that's terrible. No, hey, no, not that one. No, you don't look like you in that one. No, don't. Straight away, it was like, she called it like it was. And I was like, thank God I have somebody in my life who's always gonna be real with me and like just say it like it is. And you
would do the same for me.
Exactly.
You're always real.
Yeah. And it's amazing to have somebody like that.
There's so many things. I mean,
it's all done with love too.
Well, it is, and respect. And it's always been like that. I mean, again, it's very different because of the way our lives are very different. So, I mean, the number one thing before I got to know Chloe, even as a performer, Chloe was always amazing with my children, and that's a huge thing. Anyone who can be amazing with your kids, love you enough to do that. No matter whether your kids are great or not, is not the point. It's just there's always been that. But
so I was going to say, actually, I feel like I have another family.
But it has,
like
it's
I do. I
always
have
been...
another family, and I have little brothers and sisters. Are extra special to me, and I have a big sister.
Really
too.
Giving herself credit here. You're way older than them.
Okay. Okay, I know that. Fine, I'll be a token aunt then.
Yes. Another question that somebody had said. What advice would you give?
Oh my God, that was what I was just going to ask next.
Do you have that?
I was just going to ask that. Yeah. What advice would you give to each other?
What advice do you have for me? Like what would you tell me to change or to do? You can be honest.
But it's your greatest attribute. Like Lisa, if she has to be somewhere for 3:00, she'll be there at 2:30. And I'm like, I'm gonna show up at 2:55, maybe 3:00.
3:50.
Okay. I'm getting better as I get older.
It's a really annoying trait though.
Yeah, because then it makes me look really, really crap if I don't show up.
But I can't help it.
I know.
Like, even if I try to.
So I'd be like, chill out with the whole time thing.
I think Joanne would say exactly the same thing. Yeah. She would say the exact same thing.
Also, maybe try getting more sleep. You never sleep a lot, do you?
I get more sleep.
She gets like 5 hours.
I don't know.
I was 6 hours. 6 hours. Like,
maybe. My advice to you would to be true to you.
Oh, stay true. Stay true.
Stay true?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to let your walls down.
Yeah.
I think you've done
because I'm such a softie,
amazingly. Yeah, I know. So you're afraid you get hurt. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting hurt, though. I think you learn from.
That's true.
Getting hurt.
I'll write some more good songs.
Write some more good songs. Exactly. Look at Alanis Morissette and
Adele. Let yourself get hurt.
Yeah, somebody hurt Chloe so she can write a really good album.
I'm just going to get a barrage of comments now, online comments.
You can write a song about couches, apparently.
Okay,
guys, we are going to wrap it up.
That's so funny. I was going to ask that question.
That's so funny. So was I. It's on my list. We're going to wrap it up. We have this crazy idea that we should bring this couch on the road.
Yeah.
Colleen chats on the couch. Chats live. Let us know what
you think.
You kind of think of that. Because we think there's something there
that we want to do. Because we love working with each other. We love just being together. And
it's so much easier than singing.
So much easier. And we could have the chats, have the crack with all of you.
And I think it also allows you... Sorry, there is one other point that I just wanted to make about people being different and stuff. And, sometimes you have to remember, we get sometimes abused for things that we would say politically. And neither one of us are fiercely political. But obviously there's things that upset us or get to us. And then you have to understand too, there's things we don't understand. We haven't been raised here. There are things that we just don't get. But there has been times that people will go, and again, I don't think I post anything political, but why don't you just shut up and sing?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. There's so much of us as people that goes in. It's really not a matter of you just opening your mouth and singing. There's
Yeah.
so much of your heart and soul that goes into it, that these kind of forums are great for you and for us to understand like what it takes
more.
and, and what goes into a performance, because it is all of this. This is where the magic, what you see on stage, you can't fake that. You can fake it. You can't fake it. But
genuine chemistry.
The chemistry you can't.
You understand and you feel differently, I think. Yeah.
We're at 2K for the couch. Yeah, I'll sell the couch for 2K.
Just change your mind there. Why not take this one on the road? But
Here,
we're a new couch for 2K.
Next time I'll go around my house so we can like see what else you want to buy. Good night.
Thank you all
Take
so much,
care.
guys. We love you.
So good to see you all. Bye.
Woo-hoo.